Probably not very long, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, okay? All right. So this question is, why would the world be dependent on American fertilizers, energy, when the other parts of the world have energy and fertilizers as well? And the answer is trade access, okay? What America can do that other nations cannot do is basically retreat into its continental fortress and control sea trade, okay? So right now, the easiest way to trade is through the sea. And unfortunately, for the world, America controls the seas with its navies, okay? So what America can do is basically allow its ships to go anywhere in the world and block Chinese, Iranian, Russian ships from accessing the rest of the world. Now, a counter to this is that, well, you don't have to go by sea. If you were to unite Europe, Asia, and Africa and the Middle East, you can just use railways, and that's what China wants to do. The problem is Iran. That's why America is so invested in destroying Iran, because Iran is really the pivot of the world. If you can destroy Iran, it'll be very hard for China to access Belt and Road, and hard for Russia to trade with Africa. Okay? All right. I would challenge Professor Zhao on his assessment of why Russia attacked Ukraine. Russia was not prepared for the long war, and it adapted. Okay, yeah, so the general theory, the general explanation is that NATO provoked Russia into an attack. And that's true to a certain extent. But we have to remember that if you commit to a long war, if you commit to any war, you need to have a long-term strategy, because you need so many different organizations, institutions, parties involved in a war, okay? A war means a fundamental restructuring of society, and therefore you need a grand strategy, you need a eschatology, okay? Because this is what allows for political will. And that's the issue that the Americans are facing in Iran, where they don't really have an eschatology or grand strategy that's articulated, okay? There are people in America who do have the grand strategy and eschatology, but it's not articulated to the American people, okay? And that's why America doesn't really have the political will to sustain this war in Iran.